Have you ever thought about whether we actually experience reality the way it really is? Some people say yes, we do. Some others say no, not at all, and philosophers have been arguing about this forever. The real answer is kind of in the middle. We don't actually experience reality exactly as it is. We experience a version of reality that our brain builds for us. Here's why. Your brain is locked inside your skull. It's dark, it's quiet, and the brain itself can't see, hear, or touch anything directly. All it gets are signals from your eyes, ears, skin, and the rest of your body. Those signals are not reality, they're just information about reality. So, for example, imagine you hear a loud bang. Your brain doesn't know what made the sound. It could be a door slamming, fireworks, or something dangerous. All it has is the noise, so it has to guess what caused it. And that guess really matters because you'd react very differently depending on what you think it is. To make better guesses, your brain uses your past experiences and it's always predicting. It looks at what's happening now and it compares it to similar moments from the past to figure out what's probably going on and what it should do next. In psychology, when the brain groups similar things together, that's called a category. Okay, but your brain doesn't just make categories based on how things look. It mostly cares about what things are used for. For example, take apples. They can look different, taste different, and still all be apples. But your brain might think that this group of apples is good for baking and this one is not. That idea doesn't exist in the apple itself, it exists in your brain. This ability is actually what allows humans to create something called social reality. Social reality is when we agree that something has a meaning or function, even though it doesn't physically have one. Money is a perfect example. It's just a piece of paper or numbers on a screen. But because we all agree it has value, it works. The same thing happens with countries, borders, laws, and governments. We decide that certain actions or symbols mean something, and because everyone agrees, they become real in our lives. Even emotions work like this sometimes. A face on its own is just a muscle movement, but we learn to see certain expressions as angry, rude, or disrespectful because our culture agrees on those meanings. Now, when people say the brain is stuck on a dark box, it doesn't mean we're trapped or disconnected from the world. It actually means the opposite. The brain is incredibly creative. It can take pieces of past experiences and imagine things that aren't happening right now. That's how we plan, that's how we dream, and that's how we imagine the future. But there's a downside. Because our brains are so good at predicting and imagining, we sometimes get stuck in our own thoughts instead of paying attention to what's actually happening around us. So we have to face that. Thank you for watching. I think my opinion on the topic is way more philosophical and detailed, but I just wanted to kind of prove reality isn't real with some sort of evidence. Your way of thinking can be different, and that's okay. If the video was too complicated, don't be afraid to comment or ask for help. Or if you want me to go more in depth, maybe a part 2, let me know. I would appreciate any sort of engagement on this video, such as likes or hitting that subscribe button. Love you. Bye.